Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again, thank you for stopping by. So, it's the part 3 video on my new Tamiya F104 Pro 2 F1 car. And in this video, it's a body set, which I'm really looking forward to, and I'll explain that why. But I just want to give a massive thank you and shout out to Otley Motorsport in the UK for sponsoring today's video. I'll put all the links to their social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and of course their website, which is absolutely off the chart. All the links to all that will be in this video's description and in the pinned comment. Yeah, just a massive thank you. If you followed this series, it was kind of something I always wanted to be able to say on this channel, that the video was sponsored by Otley Motorsport. So if you're watching, my friends, thank you so much. So yeah, if you're interested in the chassis build, go check out my last video. Really cool build, and a little bit more involved than I expected, because F1 cars are pretty basic, especially an out-and-out race version like this is. Anyway, as I say, it's a body set. Now I'm going to do this video differently, because as I sit here right now, I honestly don't know what this is going to finish up looking like. Long story short, when I finally got, I decided I always wanted one F1 chassis, Tamiya F1 chassis in the collection, and I obviously decided on the F104 Pro 2. And at the time, I was going to go full box art. I think it's here, which is like an aluminium. Out of the full thing is like an aluminium silver. I bought the paint, and that's how I was going to do it. Anyway, I don't know if you've seen it, because my videos are not in real time. I've now got a proper F1 car, a rather special one, which is the Ferrari F2001 on the F201 chassis. If you haven't seen that yet, you will be. Now, that's a much more detailed body set. It's a replica, whereas this is a generic shell. So I don't think the shape's particularly that nice. Anyway, because I've got that and it's going to be eventually full Ferrari, I thought, all right, let's not bother with the box art, because I don't know, the silver doesn't quite float it for me. So I thought, we're going to do it in white. I love white cars, don't know why, I always have. So yeah, it's going to be obviously where the black is on the normal car. We'll do all that black, and then the rest will be in white. As I sit here now, I'm probably going to paint the wing, or parts of the wing in white, the rear wing, and also some of the front wing in white. I've got a rough plan in my head, but again, it is a rough plan. I'm not going to touch the wheels. I think they need to stay black. And decaling, don't know. Even once, if I do what I'm thinking of doing with the paint, I can use these decals and they'll look superb. But I have dug out some other decals. I kind of want to do a little bit of my spin on it. Again, it's going to be a weird video, this. And also, you get the standard body shell. There's two versions of it. There's a standard one where you just cut out the outside of it. But there's another one where you cut all the sides completely off, and it comes with two extra sides, which tape on, double-sided sticky tape all the way around. The idea of that is it gives you a little bit more extra room for your electrics, for your receiver and speedo. But I'm not bothered about that. I can fit the standard body, and the electrics will fit when we do come to run this. My thing with that is, does it look a little bit more detailed? So I've kind of sat there and studied it. And although it's slightly bigger, it will allow, I think it will just add a little bit more detail to the F1 shell, I think. So it's a lot extra work. It's more extra work doing it in bits, and the joins, when you stick them together, for my opinion, they never look the best. But we're going to probably go for that anyway. So quite a lot of extra cutting out and sort of extra bits to stick. Also, sometimes the whites or whatever base colour you use, they don't quite match up, because you try to put the same levels of paint on part A, part B, but I don't know. Sometimes one's a little bit whiter, or anyway. So yeah, we're going to get that done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back once that's done, because as I say, I don't quite know what I'm doing yet. So I'll get it cut out, I'll figure out what I want, and then I'll get the paint on in all the different areas, and then I'll come back and show you what I've decided. and then we can start the video properly, starting to put it together and figuring out what we're going to do. So for me, this is quite an enjoyable video. I love doing stuff that I don't know what the outcome's going to be. Yeah, should be an interesting one. So let me go away and do all that, and then I'll come back. Right, I'm back. And in real time, this is actually 3 days later from that last section. A lot of work goes into these. Anyway, as you can see, this is what I've done. So let's just go through the pieces very quickly. So that's just the air intake that goes on. Helmet in silver. These are 2 fins. Now, the kind of box art thing is the bottom ridge here is black, and then whatever colour your body's going to be. But I wanted black because you'll see when it's built why. Side pods. These were a nightmare. Hated them. Got a bleed there, but it is what it is. Hopefully decals will do the job. I'm spraying in winter. It's been nightmare painting this. I think it's like -4, -5, and it's just hard work. But I don't want that to put me off because I want to carry on building. So anyway, yeah, side pods are done. Wing, it's taken the white reasonably well, but is what it is. But yeah, when decals are on, chose to keep this bit black. And a lot of work went into this section. So obviously the front wing, that's what I've gone for. We're not going to know if this has worked until the very end, which is quite comical for me. And then the main shell, excuse me. I don't know if I said earlier, I'd seen a video on YouTube of someone, and instead of leaving it, he'd cut this middle bit out, so he'd come up here and then across, and it looked awesome. And I was really tempted to do it, but I thought, if I do it and it doesn't look right, there's no going back. So anyway, that's what I've done. Little bits of black on the canopy. And as you can see, I've cut the sides. Absolute nightmare. Yeah, I have no idea how this is going to look. But with tons of double-sided sticky tape, it will eventually... The light's deceiving as well. It can look like it's got a different colour white, but it's pretty cock on. Kind of goes like that, and then that black fin comes down here, and there's another piece of plastic that comes up. Whew, that's a lot of work. That really is. So my plan is, I want to get this built up now. I'm not worrying about the decals, the livery just yet. I still haven't made my mind up. But now I want to dig instructions back out and figure out how this goes together. And I kind of want to finish it as the car first of all, just then we'll do all the decals. But I want to kind of see how it goes together. And I'm really curious to see when it's sat on the chassis with the wheels on, what it looks like. So anyway, let's get the body built. Right, so double-sided sticky tape, that's the side pod on and the air intake. Obviously we've got big lines, which you're always going to get. I'm hoping the decals are going to hide a lot of that. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I think a bit of a gap there actually, I'll have to sort out. Right, next is... I think what I'm going to do is a canopy. There's just a couple of seatbelt decals and a helmet decal, and we'll get the drivers fitted in there, and then we'll concentrate on these side fins. Right, we've got quite a lot done there. So, what have you seen? So there's some seatbelt decals in there. They're pretty crap, I've got to be honest. Probably will add more detail to that in the future, but it'll depend on what livery we go for. So obviously driver's helmet, visors on, mirrors are on, and then we've got all these units in. So you got this front fin here, and then this plastic mount here. It's quite difficult to see with it being black, but it definitely adds a little bit more detail, hence why I went for the more work option of cutting it this way. Only thing I'm really not happy about this line here, but I can't do anything about that just yet. Put the mirror decals on as well. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool actually. So next up now is I'll mount both front and rear wing to the chassis. See what that looks like. Right, rear wing on, just 2 bolts from the back, and then the big front wing. That needs a little bit of tidying up just yet. Or it will need a little bit of tidying up. Now I've got them on, the car gets very long. Let me just sort this wiring out. Right, let's sit this body on. How does that go? Like that. Oh my word. Okay. Me like it. I like that. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm a fan. I wasn't sure. Honestly wasn't sure in my head what it would all look like together. But there's a lot going on with that, isn't there? I like that. Right, let's stick the wheels on. And there she is, ready to race apart from the livery. I've got to say, I honestly didn't know what this would turn out like. And again, obviously, it's not finished yet. But to me, what I've done works, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is leaving the bits black and adding extra white. For me, that's worked. That's worked a treat. That looks so good. I'm over the moon with this. Obviously, I've not got the body posts on yet, but yeah, it's funny. This is what I call a generic F1 shell, and when you look at it box art, even when it's all been cut properly, like I've done, it didn't look that good. It didn't look like a scale Formula 1 car, if that makes sense. But I think with the colours I've used, let's just get them wheels and tyres looking rather sexy. Yeah, sorry, I'm not blowing me on trumpet, but I think that looks awesome. I really do. And in theory, it's only going to get better when the decals go on. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to call it a night, and then I'll get back to this tomorrow. Obviously, you don't have to wait. And I'm going to go sit and look at it and then figure out what style of decals I want to do on it. I've got a rough idea in my head, and I've got some decals out. But when I come back tomorrow, I'll go through what I'm planning. Right, so yeah, a lot of hours gone into this one. So it's finished. But before I show you the finished shell, first of all, I'll show you this. So the wing, very straightforward, Tamiya logo on the side and Tamiya website address there. But I kind of like it. It looks good. Main wing, obviously Tamiya Legends, one either side, which I think looks rather cool. Now, my intentions were to use these decals, these big, I think they're called Tamiya Swoosh or Swish, something like that. I call them Starburst. I had some left over and I had 2 of the big ones, this being one of them. I couldn't get them to curve round the body properly. So I ended up taking them off, which was a bit of a shame. I was left with like singles, a little bit like this, but slightly bigger. And I thought I'll try that, one of those each, the red one side, blue on the other, with a Tamiya Legends decal. So I'll just put 2 pictures up now so you can see that initial attempt. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but I sat there and looked at it for a day and I was like, no, it's not right. So I ripped those off, as you do. And this is I'm going to say finished, but it's not finished. But it's, for the purpose of this video, it is finished. And I absolutely love it. I think it's just cock on. I really do. But there's more work to do to it. So yeah, it's just a mismatch of decals. The red stripe, which I think looks incredible and kind of looks like it was made for the car, was actually the Kyosho decals from something I had left over. I'm guessing. Do you know? I don't know what car. It must have been the Turbo Optima. I'm looking now, but anyway, whatever. I knew obviously they were straight decals, so I just thought, what the hell? Overlapped it here, fed it along, and then made a little bit of cut out on the cockpit. I think it looks awesome. The F104 kit decals there. I put some sponsorship stuff on. Watcone, Barclay, my name, and then obviously went for the big Tamiya Legends, which I really like. I'll talk at the end of the video what I'm going to do to it in the future, but yeah, and I said earlier, I think I did, I'd kind of thought I wish I might have painted these extra fins white, but I'm really glad I haven't, because I love the kind of depth it gives me with the F104 decals on there. I think it looks bloody cool, if I'm honest. And then when it all comes together, we get, I'll move the camera in a minute, sorry. That's what we get. I just think that looks absolutely awesome. I'm in love with that. But yeah, definitely more to do to it, but I have to get the bits I'm going to add, I have to get them right. So why I'm saying that is I just want to spend a little bit more time on it. Yeah, I love it. You'll have to put in the comments what you think. I'll fold the tripod up and try and go a bit lower for you. That's cool. Oops, sorry. Yeah, really like it. I just think it looks cool. As I say, you have to leave in the comments what you think. Okay, that. I think I'll have to make this the thumbnail cover picture. I really like that. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't rate this body set on the F104 because it's just a generic sort of racing F1 thing. But yeah, if you've got one, you know, don't be lazy and just paint the body as it comes. Cut the side pods off and put the more detailed ones on that allow you to do this. And it just gives you this extra shape down here that the standard body doesn't. It's kind of flat. And yeah, for more scale looks, it's that extra work pays off in the end. And of course those tyre decals bring it all together. Yeah, absolutely made up with this one. So what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? I love it. Absolutely love it. Way better than I anticipated, if I'm honest. But it still needs work. But I don't know when I'll do it. I need to look at it. For me, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to order a halo from the Tamiya Formula E car, the TC01 chassis. Sorry, I forgot the gentleman's name. He posted a picture of he's done one of these in a Red Bull with the halo on. I forgot your name, I do apologise. And the car looks fantastic, and it's just an extra level of scale for the looks. Superb. Excuse me. So I'm going to jump on eBay, try order one of those. Decaling wise, I'm pretty much there, I think. Although I've got these big ones, these Tamiya Legends ones, they're just lifting. Now, excuse me, these are not proper decals. My good friend Peter made these for me. But what I need to do is, I need to send my logos off to MCI, so MCI can do a full sheet of Tamiya Legends decals. Not for you, for me. And that'll be the proper vinyl then. Probably a little bit more adhesive to it. So yeah, I need to get that done, and then I'll take these ones off and redo it. I'll get them done the same size, all of the different variations. Anyway, so yeah, that needs to be done, but I think it needs some red, block red, towards the back of the car. Now I'm thinking this fin here, I was thinking about masking it off and painting that the same red as this sticker, just to put a little bit more red there. I don't know. So yeah, new Tamiya Legend stickers, halo, and a little bit of red block colour up here somewhere to tie this bit into the back end, and then I think it would be done. Anyway, yeah, really enjoyed doing this car, and I've got something at the end of it that I'm so proud of, and just going to look awesome in the glass display cabinets. We 100% will run this when summer arrives. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Just 540 but on 2S, and just to see this running around on a flat surface will be pretty cool. So a massive, massive, massive thank you to Otley Model Sport for sponsoring this video, because yeah, really, really enjoyed this video series from start to finish. And yeah, do you know, I've just thought I need to look through my decals and stickers. I've got some Otley Model Sport stickers. Don't know how small they go down to, but it would be really nice touch somewhere to get Otley Model Sport on this car. I'm going to add that to the to-do list as well. That'll be mega cool. Anyway, that's it, my friends. Thanks for watching as always. Leave in the comments what you think. Give this car a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. I think that's about it. So as always, my friends, happy assing.